You know, when you think about conspiracy theories, your mind probably goes to some dark, complicated stuff, right? But what if I told you there was a conspiracy theory that was actually a joke? A massive national inside joke, made not to fool people, but to make them think, and maybe laugh a little. Today, we're diving into one of the most brilliant pieces of satire to ever hit the internet, the Bielefeld conspiracy. Okay, so the basic idea is both incredibly simple and completely wild. It claims that the city of Bielefeld, which, by the way, is a very real city in Germany with over 300,000 people, is a total fabrication, that it just doesn't exist. So, the proof for this whole thing comes down to three simple questions. The first one is for you. Do you personally know anyone from Bielefeld? Go on, think about it. All right, question number 2. Have you, yourself, ever actually been to Bielefeld? I mean, really been there, walked its streets, seen the city with your own 2 eyes. And now for the final question, the real kicker. Can you prove that Bielefeld exists? See, the genius of this joke is that for almost everyone listening, the answer to all 3 questions is probably no. And according to the theory, well, that's all the proof you need. So really, what we're looking at here is this perfect, self-contained little piece of satire. It's a hoax that's just playfully poking fun at how we see the world and what we decide is real, all focused on this one totally normal German city. But you have to wonder, where does an idea this strange even come from? Well, for that, we need to go way back to the early days of the internet, long before the social media we know today. And this timeline really shows you the incredible journey this thing has been on. It all started back in 1994 on Usenet, which was kind of an early version of an online forum. It was just a simple post, a joke between a few people. But from that one little seed, it somehow grew into this massive, iconic piece of German pop culture that people still talk about all the time. Of course, every great conspiracy theory needs a villain, right? Some secret group pulling all the strings. Well, the Bielefeld theory has that covered. It claims that all the evidence you might find, we're talking maps, photos, train tickets, even people who claim they're from there, it's all part of a huge, elaborate fake-out. So who's behind this grand illusion? A mysterious group known only as SE, which is just the German word for they. Who are they? The CIA? Aliens? Some other secret society? Nobody knows, and honestly, that's what makes it so funny. The vagueness is the whole point. So how in the world does a niche internet joke break out and become this huge national thing? It happened because the idea was just too smart and too funny to stay hidden in some corner of the internet. I mean, at first, people just laughed it off, but pretty soon they realized there was something more going on. The joke became this brilliant commentary on how actual conspiracy theories work. It uses their own kind of twisted logic against them, but in a way that's totally harmless and, frankly, hilarious. It's like holding up a mirror to show how easy it is to build a story with zero actual evidence. And here's the best part. The city of Bielefeld itself is totally in on the joke. Instead of trying to fight it, they just lean right into it. Their own official website playfully talks about their supposed non-existence. They even once offered €1 million to anyone who could prove they don't exist, knowing, of course, that it's an impossible task.
But if we step back from the laughs for just a second, there's a surprisingly deep lesson here. This completely fake conspiracy actually has a lot to teach us about how we deal with information and misinformation in the real world.
Just look at how it stacks up. The Bielefeld conspiracy is built on satire, meant to make you think. Real conspiracies? They're usually built on deep-seated distrust. This joke wants to educate you in a fun way, while real ones often try to actively misinform you. It's a playful fabrication versus something that can be genuinely sinister. So, this leaves us with some really key takeaways for the world we live in today. It's a perfect example of why critical thinking is so important. It shows us that we need to question where our information comes from, to look for actual evidence, and to realize just how powerful a good story can be, and how fast any story, true or not, can spread like wildfire. When you boil it all down, the story of Bielefeld is it's kind of refreshing, isn't it? It's a conspiracy theory with absolutely no malice. It wasn't created to divide or hurt anyone. It was made to bring people together over a shared laugh and to playfully mess with how we think we know what we know. And that kind of brings us to one last really powerful thought. A simple joke on the internet got thousands, if not millions, of people to stop and question the existence of an entire city. So if a joke can do that, what else out there should we probably be questioning?